Hello and welcome back to yet another pregnancy update video. Today we are going to go over pregnancy symptoms from weeks 9, 10, and 11. So let's jump right into it. So week 9, I have quite a few symptoms. I have noted that I started to get some energy back, and as you know, in like your early weeks of pregnancy you feel completely drained, and in week 9 I started to feel a little bit better. I also noted that smells were not bothering me quite as much as they were like in the earlier weeks. And it's funny because like I've made these notes of things that I think are getting better, and then in the following weeks they're back. So I noted that my pants are much tighter, and I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on this. So I have obviously made some notes about weeks 9 through 11, but tomorrow I am 12 weeks, and today I am still wearing my normal jeans. They are so stinking tight that it's really uncomfortable. And I kind of think I just told myself that I wanted to try to get to my second trimester. But I will say that when I'm at home and stuff and just wearing like leggings or like sweatpants, I do wear maternity leggings and sweatpants. I just want to get to the second trimester wearing my own jeans. I don't know why. I have all of my maternity clothes from the first time I got them out and washed them up. I can wear them any day. It's just like a mental thing to where I'm like, do you really have to? But so what's your opinion? Like, this is my second baby. When do you start showing? I don't know. I feel like I'm already showing a little bit. So anyway, in week 9, I'm still having a ton of food aversions. I'm not really like wanting or craving anything, but there are a ton of things that I still cannot eat. And then I've noted that I'm hungry a lot. And I think that that symptom is not still happening as much, but I think it's just because you try to eat like more like small meals and snacks, and so it just feels like you're eating more often. But I noted that I felt a lot hungrier. And then I put in all caps that I was very thirsty, and I am someone who is very thirsty always. If you ask my husband if we go anywhere, to go in the car for a ride, or we're going to do anything, I'm always concerned with, well, what am I going to bring to drink, or what will I have to drink when I'm there? And I've always cared more about my drink option than my food option. Now, I'm a foodie, I love food, but I love drinks more. And it makes him mad because I always he has to stop so I can use the restroom. But I am thirsty all the time now, especially more than I was. And so I've been drinking so much water. My last symptom I wrote for week 9 is I'm still nauseous at times if I haven't eaten anything. So like I said, they say that if your belly's not empty, you're less nauseous, and that feels true. So I would try to eat a little bit of snacks all day long, so that makes you feel better than if you have an empty stomach. Okay, so week 10. I only have 2 things, and I put starting to throw up a lot more. And I think I had said in my last video, if you guys didn't see my early pregnancy symptoms video, I'm gonna link it here. But I'm not throwing up a lot. I'm just throwing up a lot more this pregnancy than I did my last. My first pregnancy, I only threw up twice. I was nauseous a lot, but only threw up twice. And this pregnancy, I'm throwing up much more. I would say on average 3 or 4 times a week, which is still absolutely nothing compared to how some women have it, and I know that. But just in week 10, I started to be a lot more nauseous and start throwing up a lot more than that. And it's funny, and I'll go ahead and say now, but like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be 12 weeks. And so for over a week now, I've not thrown up at all. And I thought, I bet this is done. I bet I'm not going to throw up. And then, gosh darn it, this morning, I got up and ate my little crackers like I always do. I took a shower. Then I was like trying to curl my hair, and I kept having to sit down because I was getting lightheaded, and then I'd stand up and curl some more, and then I'd sit down, and I was almost late to work. And just as I got done getting ready and kind of walked out into the kitchen, I smelled like the leftover food that we cooked last night for dinner, and that was it. I threw up. So, and I guess maybe 12 weeks isn't quite the magical number, but we'll see. So my second and last thing for week 10 is have days where I have a lot of energy and then days when I want to sleep. So instead of just having the consistent, I have no energy to do anything, now I'm having a lot more good days, and days where I can start to clean up my house, and which I did that a few days ago, and just kind of like feel like I can make myself look presentable, and you know, just kind of get myself back together. So that's definitely starting to happen now. Okay, week 11, and that is the week I'm in now. Like I said, I'll be 12 weeks tomorrow. I put having a lot of energy back, and that's true. I think I've been able to do more this week than I have since I found out I was pregnant. I put face starting to break out a ton, and I'm not one that has super great skin anyway. I can't say I'm surprised by that for several reasons, just because my diet is horrible. I've always been like a sugar eating junk food junkie, so I can't say that I'm shocked that I don't have the best skin. But it's starting to break out a ton more than normal for me this week. And you know, they always say that what do they say, that your baby starts to steal your beauty or whatever. So for me, that started happening in week 11. And then it's funny, I wrote not throwing up at all. That's a lie, I threw up this morning. So still throwing up in week 11. And then I put still having food aversions. I still can't drink my coffee, which is my favorite thing of life. And I've thought about making a coffee just to see if I could drink it, to see if maybe it would taste good. But I think it's just the smell of it that, like, I haven't made it, but I just don't think I can do it because of the smell. I don't know. I hope that comes back. Tell me, guys, if you've had like a severe food aversion to something that you absolutely love, please tell me it comes back after pregnancy is over. And then the last thing I put for week 11 is the little bump is definitely there. And so I can say that I just know it is. My pants are so tight, I can just tell a change, but I've never been one to have like a super flat belly anyway. So, you know, like, it's not like any slight change I notice it or not. Like I said, I don't have good eating habits. Hi, Dad. Hi. I don't have good eating habits anyway, and so I'm probably pretty bloated most of the time. But yeah, so but I definitely think my belly's out. I asked my husband yesterday if he thought that if my bump was any bigger or if it was finally showing, and he said that he couldn't really tell. So I don't know, I don't know if he felt like that was a trick question or not, but it was a legit question. But he said he didn't think so. And a little bit of a funny story about that, my cat Doug, but my daughter is 3 years old now, and so she knows that I'm pregnant, and at times will randomly remember and ask me questions about it. And most of the time she'll just remember and she'll say, Mom, do you still have a baby in your belly? And you know, I'll tell her. But the other day her and I were walking like just through the house, and she turned around and stopped, and she goes, now is that baby still in your belly? And I said, yeah, it is. And she goes, well, when is your belly gonna grow bigger? And I said, well, I don't know. It might have already grown a little bit, but it's gonna grow a lot bigger. And so she just rips my shirt up and looks at my stomach, and she goes, Mom, it already grew. So she seems to think that it's already grown, but I don't think she can fully grasp what's happening, because she also, the other day, she asked me if the baby was still in my belly, and I said yes, and she goes, why do you always keep it in there? And so I told her, you know, that's where the baby lives for now, and that's where it's gonna grow. And then I was telling her, you know, after a while, after my belly gets really big, and then the baby will be out and live at our house with us. And I said, do you think you're gonna like that? And she like lost interest at that point. I mean, she's just so like, she's into it for a second and then she's moved on. So she didn't even answer me. But anyway, she's definitely thinking about it and intrigued by it. So I hope that it's going to be a positive transition for her. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. I tried to make it shorter and sweeter. It's still 12 minutes almost, but I know in my last pregnancy update, I rambled on about things for way too long. So I tried to get more straight to the point with this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. And until next time.